I'm Robin Wilt, and I am running to be your representative in Congress in New York's 25th Congressional District. First of all, I want to say that I'm grateful beyond words to my family, friends, and the dedicated group of volunteers and staff who have humbled me to stand by my side as we continue on this journey together. I'm reminded of the shoulders that we stand on. I'm grateful to the elders in our community who have continued the struggle to create a better Rochester, Monroe, and Ontario County. I, like many of you here today, am a child of Rochester. My father, William Reynolds, immigrated to the United States in 1968 from Guyana, South America, along with my mother, Evelyn, and older sister, Wilma. As a first generation American, the daughter of immigrants, I'm appalled by the attacks on immigrants. I'm appalled at the ongoing attacks on all of us. Now, at a time when our basic freedoms are under attack, and the people upon whom we rely to resist the lawless administration that threatens those freedoms have continually failed to have our backs, I stand here on the same day, January 25th, 54 years after Shirley Chisholm announced her historic run for the presidency of the United States, to declare exactly what she did in her historic run all those decades ago. I am the candidate of the people of the 25th Congressional District. To paraphrase Shirley, we've looked in vain to our current leadership for the courage, the spirit, the character, and the words to lift us, to bring out the best in us, to rekindle in each of us our faith in the American experiment. Yet, all that we have received in return is just another smooth exercise in political manipulation, deceit and deception, callousness and indifference to our individual problems, and the disgusting playing of divisive politics, pitting the young against the old, labor against management, north against south, black against white. And my presence before you now symbolizes a new era in American political history. I have always earnestly believed in the great potential of America. Our constitutional democracy will soon celebrate its 250th anniversary, effective testimony to the longevity of our cherished Constitution and its unique Bill of Rights, which continues to give the world an inspirational message of freedom and liberty. I've spent my entire adult life working with you on the grassroots and as a public servant to promote social, economic, and environmental justice. As your Congress member, I plan to continue to work with you toward truly universal health care, economic equality, decarceration, housing for all, immigration fairness, equitable public education, an end to endless war and imperialism, full LGBTQIA plus and reproductive rights, and ending the toxic influence of money on politics. This is not my first rodeo, not running for office, nor in taking on the systems that function to disadvantage certain communities while disproportionately benefiting others. As Shirley Chisholm said, defeat should not be the source of discouragement, but a stimulus to keep plotting. I'm asking all of you here today to join me not only to challenge, but also to reimagine the unjust systems that continue to keep the 25th Congressional District divided and unequal. The numbers don't lie, and the dire state of our community cannot be ignored. Like Angela Davis, I'm asking you to join me because I am no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I am changing the things I cannot accept. Our current political leadership, through its malign neglect of the communities that are most vulnerable, relegates us to this unjust status quo. To those in the establishment who ask for our vote, but who have for too long put the moneyed interests of corporations and a political party above the interests and needs of the community, I evoke the words of Shirley Chisholm. I have never cared too much what people say. What I am interested in is what they do. As Shirley said, it's time for fresh ideas and new leadership that is focused on the needs of the people above all else. There can be no true economic development in our community until we put the health and welfare of the people over corporate welfare. Corporations are not people. It is human consumption that ultimately spurs economic development, so unless we care for the people that are the engine of economic growth, our economy will stagnate. In the 25th Congressional District, our people are hurting. It's time the people receive the attention they deserve. We acknowledge that this fight will not be easy because power concedes nothing without a demand. People always comment on the bravery I exhibit in unapologetically challenging those systems of harm against our communities. I'm modeling that behavior because that is precisely what is needed from all of us to make the change that we deserve. As Shirley Chisholm put it, I am and always will be a catalyst for change. Today, in the face of masked, heavily armed thugs prowling our communities and disappearing and murdering our neighbors, I am asking that we stand together and have the courage to demand something different, to demand different representation in New York's 25th Congressional District. Again, as Shirley said, you don't make progress by standing on the sidelines whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas. I'm asking that today we join together and demonstrate once and for all that we have it in our power to make change. We have it in our power to keep us safe. Monroe County deserves representation that is committed to serving the people in our communities, not merely party establishment or corporate donors. Monroe County deserves representation that reflects the diversity of the 25th Congressional District. As Nelson Mandela famously said, it always seems impossible until it is done. Join our people-powered movement and let's get it done. Let's join together as I fight for all of us in this primary on June 23rd. The House of Representatives is the people's house, and we won't rest until the power resides with the people of the 25th Congressional District. Thank you.